Hello and welcome back to Newsroom Nigeria. This is where we give you hot, fresh, and sizzling news all day long. If this is your first time here, you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? What are you doing on YouTube and you're not subscribed to Newsroom Nigeria? Please go ahead and click on the subscribe button down below. Also give this video a massive thumbs up. That way it encourages YouTube to recommend this video to other YouTube viewers all around the world. Lastly, please leave your opinions in the comment section. I respond to all of my comments. Without further ado, let's delve right into the details of today's news. As part of last-minute efforts to resolve a crisis rocking the Lagos State House of Assembly, President Bola Tinubu has drafted big wings in the All Progressive Congress to wade into the matter. The Punch reports that Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State, former governors of Osun, Ogun, and Lagos, namely Chief Bisi Akande, Chief Olusegun Osoba, and Akinwumi Ambode, respectively, were at the Governor's Lounge in Marina, Lagos, for a marathon meeting on Sunday. All members of the Lagos Governance Advisory Council, the present Lagos chairman of the APC, Collinius Ojelabi, and the former state chairman of a party, Tunde Balogun, were also at the meeting. The Punch can confirm that as of Sunday evening, the meeting was still holding. After the meeting, the party chieftains are expected to call all the Lagos lawmakers for another round of meeting. A source privy to the development told the Punch that the meeting was aimed at resolving the speakership tussle between ousted Speaker Mudashiru Obasa and current Speaker Mojisola Meranda. The source disclosed that while some lawmakers want Obasa to return as Speaker of the House, a faction does not want his return. The meeting is currently holding as we speak. That was as of yesterday evening. The party chieftains will call the lawmakers for another round of meeting. It is all in a bid to resolve a crisis. Obasa wants to return as Speaker of the House to spend a little time before he finally resigns by himself. However, some lawmakers believe that once he returns to the seat, it will be hard to get him to leave a position. So President Tinubu was fed up with the prolonged crisis and drafted the party bigwigs to Lagos to find a way out, the source said. The Punch reports the development comes following the inability of the GAC members to resolve a crisis which began on January 13, 2025, when about 36 lawmakers removed Obasa as Speaker and replaced him with Miranda, who was then a Deputy Speaker. Obasa, who has since faulted his removal, dragged the Assembly and the new Speaker, Miranda, before a Lagos State High Court in Ikeja, claiming that the lawmakers were wrong to have removed him when the Assembly was in recess. The Punch has gathered that the intervention of a party's heavyweight intervention may see Miranda stepping down to allow Shotunji David from Badagry to assume the position. A presidency source who spoke to the Punch on the condition of anonymity said, well, it is true, there have been consultations and it appears that she will step down. Another source who asked not to be named told our correspondent that President Tinubu advised party leaders to reach an amicable solution that balances representation. The recommendation was to ensure fair representation, as Lagos West currently lacks a principal position in the state leadership. The president believes Lagos West should not be sidelined and is in support of a solution that accommodates all interests, the source said. Another source in the Assembly, who spoke with our correspondent on Sunday, said there was pressure on Miranda to resign. The source said the lawmakers had been holding meetings over the matter. The source said, and I quote, there has been pressure on Miranda to resign. She was meant to read out her resignation last week at the House, but the lawmakers did not agree with her. So there have been meetings over this. The letter that was circulating last week suggesting she had resigned was the one she was meant to read out. She's been pressured from Abuja to resign. Last week, Miranda's aide, Segun Ajiboye, denied that its principal was resigning following circulating reports. A Facebook user identified as Ayoade Adeniyi in a post on Sunday stated that The last seemed not to have been heard about the Lagos speakership tussle. In a post titled From My Inbox, Adeniyi wrote, Olori Oko has given direct order that the lady should step down. All the honorable members were in Lagos House Marina with the governor on February 22, 2025. It seemed to me like there is more to this story because I don't understand the pressure, the unnecessary pressure for Mojisola Miranda to step down. It's been, I think, over a month now that she has assumed the position, the speakership position, and still, they are still on this point of her stepping down. I don't understand why. I think it's far beyond the fact that Lagos West is not represented. I think it's more than that. Because if she were to be a chosen candidate of Tinubu, it would have gone beyond all means to make sure that she assumes that position. So what's the problem exactly? I think that there is more to this. There is more. I think it's just the ego factor here. You know, with big wings in politics, it's always ego. It's always the fact that, this impeachment was carried out without the prior notice, without them informing Tinubu. And also the fact that Obasa feels like is a dent in his political career. That is why he wants to assume the leadership position and then resign. We all know that that is a lie. How can you assume the position and then resign within your own free will, a position that you've been in for over 15 years? You want them to reinstate you and then you resign on your own free accord? Nah, I don't think he's going to resign when or if he's been reinstated. I just think that is a gimmick of him to, just use that ploy to assume the position. And I also think that he thinks, like I said, is a dent on his career, considering that he's thinking of, vying for the governorship position come the next electioneering cycle. Well, guys, we shall see. But like I said, I think this is just far beyond it because, you guys know these politicians. If you are the anointed candidate, they make sure they do everything they can to make sure that that person assumes the position. They don't think of representation. So why all of a sudden Tinubu is concerned about representation, even when lawmakers from Lagos West, as they've made it clear that they do not care if they are not being represented. So why are they still hammering on this representation matter? Anyway, guys, let's continue. Let's move on. According to him, bringing back Obasa is what could lead to serious revolts, but the lawmakers could work with another person. Little calories here and there. Lomaje. The yesterday, that is Saturday meeting, was presided over by Bababisi Akande and Aremo Segun Osoba. No single GAC member in attendance. They are continuing today, Sunday. Meanwhile, they have told the lawmakers that Obasa isn't coming back. In another development, the National Industrial Court, sitting in Lagos, has sacked the acting clerk of a house, Otunbaba Tunde, who was appointed by Miranda. The court ordered the reinstatement of a former clerk of a house, Olaleko Onofeko. The order follows an expert application of a court made by Onofeko through his counsel, Yusuf Nuruddin, in a case he filed against the Lagos State Government, Lagos State Civil Service Commission, Lagos State House of Assembly Service Commission, the Speaker, Lagos State House of Assembly, Attorney General of Lagos State, and Babatunde. Onofeko was a clerk of a house before January 13 when Obasa was removed as Speaker. The claimants in the suit marked NICN LA 23-2025 sought an interim injunction restraining the 6 defendants from parading any individual, including Babatunde, as the clerk, pending the hearing of a motion on notice for interlocutory injunction already filed in the suit. Granting the application, Justice M.N. Osowe, in an expert order, directed that Babatunde should cease to parade himself as clerk, that both parties should maintain the peace and status quo and bellum until the motion on notice is heard and determined, Esewo ordered. The judge slated the hearing of a motion on notice for March 3rd, 2025. The Punch reports that the House, on February 12, adjourned its sitting indefinitely after the presence of officials of the Department of State Services created tension at the Assembly and sparked controversy. The DSS recently arrested 3 workers of a house for allegedly attacking its personnel on February 17. Some individuals had manhandled DSS personnel during the drama that ensued at the assembly on the said day. The assembly, in a letter dated February 14, 2025, and signed by the acting clerk, ATB Otun, had invited the DSS to provide more security at the assembly. According to the letter with reference, the DSS was instructed to ensure strict access to the facility from February 15 till further notice. A source in the DSS said, some of our personnel deployed to the Lagos House of Assembly were attacked on Monday, February 17. Our personnel were there because we were invited to provide security there. After extensive analysis of CCTV footage, we were able to clarify identity of 3 suspects. The source said the suspects will be charged to court. On human rights lawyer Femi Falana-San, however, said the suspects had been released on bail. I can confirm that the 3 assembly workers were arrested by DSCC have been released on bail, Femi Falana told The Punch. You all, what are your thoughts on all of this? Subscribe to this channel, guys. Thank you very much if you have been following us. Thank you very much for always listening and watching, guys. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.